Here we go then, the one we've all been waiting for. It's Sweden-Algeria. Well, I say we've all been waiting for. We saw it less than 3 years ago, but we're seeing it again. We're not seeing it in the snow in Malmo. We're seeing it in the rain in Stockholm. It's Sweden against Algeria on Tuesday evening in the mighty Strawberry Arena, where we could well see that roof shut amidst heavy rainfall predicted for that game. So no excuses on the pitch this time. I'm absolutely buzzing for this game. Algeria finally playing some decent opposition to really test this squad. We keep saying we're good. We keep saying we're great. We keep saying we can compete with some of the world's best. Next summer, hopefully, we will be competing with the world's best at the World Cup in USA, Mexico and Canada. But with Sweden right above us in the FIFA rankings, can we test ourselves with flying colours against the Swedes? Sweden, Algeria. Now, Sweden did name Isak and Gyökeres in their squad. They've both pulled out with injury. Now, you've got two ways of looking at it. Are you happy that Mandy and whoever's at the back and Moderni don't have to come up against not one but two £100 million forwards? Or are you a little bit annoyed, disappointed that we now can't test ourselves against top level forwards? I mean, Sweden are still a very good side. You look at their form, they've won 4 of the last 5. They're going well. They haven't really started their World Cup qualifiers yet, but they'll be hoping to make it to 2026 as well after missing the last Euros. But they've still got some good players. They've got Alanga, who's had a great season at Forest in there. They've got Yassine Ayari in the middle, who's actually North African himself, in the middle of the park. They've got Olsen in goal, their second keeper at Villa. They've got some great defenders. They've got Heen at Atalanta. They've got Ekdal, who used to be at Burnley. Listen, they're a good side. They're a good side. They're at home. They're going to have the momentum. They're going to have the crowd behind them. They've just come off the back of winning 2-0 away to Hungary. They're a good team. So there's no excuses here. If anything, it puts a bit more pressure on Algeria because we're not playing against Isak and Gyökeres. We're playing against forwards that, if we want to be taken seriously at this World Cup, forwards that we shouldn't be having any problems with. And the Swedes come into this in top form and they'll be expecting to win this game. The Swedes are not expecting to not beat Algeria at home. So we need to go there. We need to play much better than we did in the Rwanda game. Now, all sorts of things happening off the park. I spoke before many times about this FIFA Club World Cup, and it is now confirmed that both Yusuf Belaili and Tugay are going to miss this game in order to head off with Esperance Tunis and that FIFA Club World Cup and prepare for that. That's literally starting in a few days' time. Kind of makes sense as to why Tugay and Belaili played home to Rwanda, because the coach knew that they weren't going to be available for the Sweden game. Amora, this one really bugs me. What was the point of putting Amora on with 5-10 minutes at home to Rwanda? I don't know what that achieved. Well, I'll tell you what it's achieved. Mohamed Amora is now missing this game through injury. He would have 99% started this game if fit. I don't know why Baghdad Bunja played that game. Did nothing. Amora comes on, picks up an injury. That rules him out of this one. That's a big blow. It's kind of a bit like Sweden missing Isak. We're now missing Amora. And then we've got this whole situation with Ryan Ait-Nouri, who was in Constantine for the game, but Man City said, please don't play him. They've flown him out to Manchester to get that deal done. Ait-Nouri joining Man City, and he will play the Club World Cup as well, where his first game could well be against Moroccan club Wydad Casablanca, by the way. But apparently Man City have offered a private jet to get Ait-Nouri back to Sweden so that he can play for Algeria in this friendly, which I think it's a great touch. I think it's fantastic that Man City have provided that. So that's the situation we're at now. Hadjem's really good. He's impressing me the more and more he plays. But, of course, he played the last game and he scored. If Ait-Nouri is fit and available and in Sweden, I'd like to start him in this game. So we should have a good team still. I don't know who's going to play in goal. I mean, Ben Bort played in goal last time, but he had nothing to do, really. So I expect Mandrea or Gendouzi to come in. Ait-Nouri, if he's there, if not Hadjem, Mandy and Ben Sebaini will almost certainly play as the two centre-backs. Ben Sebaini, of course, sent off the last time Algeria played Sweden, and he played our time in the last game. Does that mean Forresty's going to play right back? Hadjem could play right back if Ait-Nouri's left back. We'll see what he does there. By the way, I'm looking here at the team Algeria put out against Sweden 3 years ago, and you're trying to work out, okay, how far have we come? Goodness me, it's almost the same. The only real difference is Slimani played that game. Now we've got Guiri. Ait-Nouri didn't play that game. Tuba played in the middle and Ben Sebaini was left back. And now we've got Ait-Nouri. Apart from that, and the Rice and Bully in goal, of course, it's pretty much the same. So we've not really made that much progress. I'd say Guiri and Moura, Ait-Nouri improved the 11, and that's about it. Obviously, Awar's come in as well. But anyway, if they're all fit, and Benassa didn't play at all in the last game, nor did Awar, I'd be looking to play Benassa, Badawi and Awar as the midfield three. That midfield three, when fit, has got to be used as many times as possible. I want to see that three playing all the time. That's the three that will start the World Cup if they're all fit for sure. Fairly obvious for me that Mahrez is going to play whether you like it or not. And to be honest, when Hadji Musa came on against Rwanda, didn't really offer much at all. Guiri can play down the middle or can play on the left, but he's going to start. Now, what do we do with that last spot? Shaibi can play, Benrahma can play. Hopefully not Baghdad playing again. That'd be silly to do that. He could go Benrahma left or Shaibi left, Guiri down the middle, Mahrez down the right. But this is a good test. Because if we come out this game and lose 3-0, then we know we've got work to do. Petkovic has got a very good record at the moment. He's only lost that game to Guinea at home, which I don't know how we did, but he was just starting and testing new systems, and he had Yassine Brahimi playing, and there was no Mahrez. Petkovic, of course, has coached in Europe for pretty much his whole career and played teams like Sweden with Switzerland at Euros, at World Cups. He is the guy that against European opposition, you've got to be trusting him. He knows what to do. This is his bread and butter. So I'm expecting Algeria to go to Sweden and get a result. When you combine that with the fact that Isak and Gyökeres are not there, we've got to come out of that game with a result. It's going to have a very healthy effect on our FIFA ranking if we don't lose. And listen, we've got a point to prove, because I think 3 years ago against Sweden, if Ben Sebaini wasn't sent off, we might have got something in that game. And you look at the Sweden side then, Gyökeres played, Forsberg played, the Olsen played. These guys aren't here anymore. So Sweden themselves, to their fans, they've beat Northern Ireland, they've beaten Hungary. Can they beat Algeria? I think we're going to go there and we're going to draw the game 1-1. That's what I think is going to happen. I think if we lose the game, I think it's a bad look on us, because it's a weakened Sweden. We're pretty much full strength. And with a lot of players for us playing in Europe, we've got to go there and do something. If we can't get a result against Sweden with no Isak and Gyökeres, yes, Ilanga's playing, yes, Iari's playing, it's not a good look on us. But let's come out of that game with pride. Now, I am hopefully going to this game, so tune in for content across all platforms. I'm going to try and post stuff, vlog the game and stuff like that. Inshallah, it's going to be all good, all fun and games. So if you're in Stockholm, I'll see you there. Hopefully we're going to come out with a positive result, because if we go to Sweden and win away, we are going to be absolutely buzzing, and it's going to send a message to Europe and the world. We're coming to this World Cup not just to make up the numbers, but I just want to see a good performance, because we can't go to our friends and family and go, yeah, we played Sweden, they missed it, Isak and Gyökeres, and we lost 4-0. Because ultimately, that just means we're not good enough. So let's try and get a good result. We're on a good run here. Don't want to start this 35 game unbeaten nonsense again. People saying Xhaka could start. Now, I get why. Xhaka, of course, plays in Denmark, not far from Sweden, Copenhagen. His neck of the woods. Wouldn't surprise me. I hope we see him on the pitch, because he may well know some of these players from playing in the Scandinavian system. So that's an interesting one to look out for. I'd like to see Mazza play, but I can't see it after the game he had last time. He played very well against Rwanda, probably our best player. But I think Mazza starting twice in a row would be a huge shock to many people. But hopefully a good game, and hopefully a good atmosphere, and hopefully we come out of the result with some positives, and then we enjoy the summer break and we go, you know what, let's get to this tournament. Let's finish our World Cup qualifiers, because we have shown we can compete with the Europeans. So what are you guys thinking? Are you scared, worried? Are you disappointed about Isak and Gyökeres missing out, injured, or sorting out their transfer moves? Who knows? But it's Sweden, Algeria. Again, we're not playing an African team. Enjoy it while it lasts. I'll see you next time.